Hi, and welcome to Council District Highlights. Today we're joined by Councilor Grout, Councilor Rene Grout from District 9. Welcome, Councilor. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. It's been hot as summer, hasn't it?
It's been so hot this year.
Yeah. And now, you've been the councilor in District 9 for how long now?
About 2.5 years.
What brought you to the job?
I love this city.
Well, that's excellent.
Yes.
And we love you too.
Thank you.
There's great stuff going on there in District 9.
I think so.
Right. I was out at the parks the other day, and I've noticed that at Supper Rock, they've got some new shade structures. Can you tell me about that?
We do. We had some constituents tell us that they love the park, but they wanted lots of people walk around the park, but they needed some shade, and so they asked if we could help with that. So we gave them some options. We asked where would they like some shade? Would they like a picnic table? And they gave us their best location, and so we made it happen, and we're real excited, and they're really thrilled about it.
That's fun. So two parks have gotten those shade structures now,
yes,
right?
Yes. Piedra Lisa also got some new shade structures.
Now, those are located where in your district?
They're up right against the mountain, close to the open space. One is up by Supper Rock it's just north of I-40.
Just off the tramway there, right? And
it is. And then so is Piedra Lisa. It's just up more closer to Indian School.
Okay. So how far does your district extend to there?
My district goes from Eubank east and then Manal south to the Kirtland Air Force Base.
So that includes another park, one of my favorites, Singing Arrow.
That's a great park, isn't it?
So tell us about what you've been doing there.
We are redoing the playground there. It's been there a long time, and it's been in need of some refurbishment, and so it's getting a new redesign, and it's going to incorporate a lot of the vistas. We can look out onto the arroyo, and it's going to be a really fun design. We've had public comment, brought those suggestions back, and it's in the rework, and it's getting close to being finished to move forward and getting it things ordered, and hopefully we'll get that rolling here real soon.
I love Singing Arrow. It's a wonderful facility. It's one of the new ones.
It is. Singing Arrow Community Center is about 2.5 years old as well. It's a hidden jewel in our area. We've had the last couple of years, we've had a multicultural arts festival that we're real proud of, and there's so many different cultures just right in our area right there. And so bringing people out to see all those so that the people can share their cultures, and it's very fun for people to learn new things, try new foods, see new dance, and getting kids out to see what's out there.
I have a fictive nephew that loves the Touch-A-Truck.
Oh, that's so fun, isn't it?
That is such a fun event, and we enjoy that every year now. I take him up there to that to see that. Good. And he enjoys touching all those trucks. So how did that come about?
Well, working with APD, Samantha up at the Foothills Command, she wanted to do that. And when I was out in Phoenix visiting my grandchildren there, they have a really cool Touch-A-Truck. And when Samantha said she wanted to do something like that, I was like, I do too. And I want to bring that here to our area. It has grown every year. We've had our 3rd annual one this year. And it's neat to see the children, and they run up to the trucks, the big dump trucks and the excavators and the fire trucks. And you know what's really cool is watching the firemen and the police officers show what their skills are, and the people in municipal development and solid waste, and being proud and showing off what they do.
Yeah, that large equipment is very impressive to a lot of kids.
It is. This year we had a helicopter, and that was a big hit. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that was right there on Central.
It was.
Right there in the empty space there. So now, that brings me to another topic that's very interesting to most of the people I talk to around here.
Yeah.
Your district is like the welcome mat for folks coming from the east.
It is. It sure is.
So how are you going to get prepared for the centennial?
We are excited about an East Gateway sign, welcoming people, visitors, and people that live out in the East Mountains to our city. we have a lot to offer, and we just want an opportunity for them to get excited about what's ahead of them, headed west. So right now we have come up with a couple of designs, and we're sharing right now in a survey. That survey ends on Thursday, and then we'll see which design wins. We were really excited to receive a tourism grant from the state to help fund and build it, and we hope to have that ready, built within the next year or so. It's going to be right along Central, just west of Tramway. Big neon lights, and it's going to be two-sided. And depending on which design we have, we'll determine what it looks like.
So it's going to be right there at the intersection of Tramway and Central?
Just a little bit west
just
of there.
Just a little bit west?
We did some studies. The traffic determined which area it should be, and that the location that was chosen was the only location that we could put it at.
So that's right there in front of the Four Hills Center, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is. We have East Canyon winds, and so we couldn't do an arch because that wouldn't be safe, and so through design concepts and studies and so forth, what we've come up with has been approved, and it should be good.
Yeah. So a lot of things going on in District 9 that can be proud of, right?
Yes, yeah.
And not to mention, I just learned about an area that's in the eastern part of your district.
It's called the Tijeras Arroyo Biozone.
The Biozone, that's right. That's interesting.
It's
right there near the Archaeological Center.
It is.
Give us a little info about that.
It's very exciting. The city has been purchasing open space land to preserve and for all of us to enjoy. And most recently, there has been quite a few recent purchases in the last couple of years. And so that area has grown. It is just a wonderful haven right outside of our city, and just east of Tramway, there's a place called there's an education center. It's an old saloon, goes way back in the day. It used to be a feed store. There's quite a history there, but the city bought it a couple of years ago, and there was some controversy about an education center out in Elena Gallegos, and folks didn't want it there, and I don't know that was the best place for one. So I said to the mayor, I said, I have a really great idea for that place, that building that we have out in Tijeras Arroyo. Why don't we make that the education center? It's a great place. It's right on the highway, Route 66. It would be a great place to have people see what's in our area, welcome them to the city. But there's so much down in the Arroyo. There's wildlife and vegetation and history. The archaeological site is just east of there, and then also west of there. So there's just a lot of opportunity for people to enjoy. And right now, the Open Space Division is cleaning it up and making trails ADA accessible, which is a really cool thing.
Perfect.
We have a Route 66 trailhead, which is going to be a really nice parking area for people to park and then go and access the trail.
Wonderful.
And so that's all being built right now. So there's a lot of great things that we can do. We can bike right up there, hike and walk our dogs, and lots to do there.
This sounds like a great opportunity, both to bring some education to the Arroyo and let people learn about our ecosystem here.
Exactly, and there are going to be signs along the walkways and so forth to show what's the area and what the vegetation and the animals you might encounter, and just it's an educational center. They already have summer music concerts out there. Those have been fun. I've gone to a couple of them, and so they're usually free, and they're always well attended. And it's a hidden oasis just right off the highway, and it's just it's just 10 minutes away from a lot of people.
Right,
it's pretty cool.
It's right there on the historic Route 66.
It is.
I see it when I pass through there because I like taking the old Mother Road.
Yeah.
And I used to think it was like a horse stable or
it was at one
a 4-H club or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's very rustic. It looks like a great place to have a retreat. So I'm excited to see what type of educational aspects you can bring to it. And it's going to spark some interest in those children and taking care of the environment as well, I bet.
The open space division they already have educational programs for children and hiking and opportunities. So they always advertise those things already. So
and this is going to be a perfect place to add that to that menu.
It is.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Council, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come talk to us about some of the things you're proud about in District 9.
I appreciate you too. Thank you.
Right. And we appreciate you for watching. Tune in again for our next issue of Council District Highlights.